Today we're taking a look at the 2017 Nissan Rogue SV Hybrid with the premium package. Now in this video we're not going to be covering all the standard features offered on the Nissan Rogue SV Hybrid. We're only going to be covering what features are added when you're optioning out for the premium package. Now for a more in-depth look at the hybrid models, make sure to check out the channel. We're going to be doing a deep dive into the Nissan Rogue Hybrid SV. Now when it comes to hybrid models, it's only available in S, B, and SL models. There's no base model S available in hybrid. Now hybrid comes at a very small premium, so it's not too bad. It's actually one of the cheapest hybrid SUVs you can buy, and it doesn't actually cost much more than a regular SV Nissan Rogue. Okay, so let's go ahead and go take a look at the differences between the premium and a regular SV Rogue Hybrid. Now actually, briefly before we actually get into the video and start talking about the features, I just want to quickly mention what exactly is a Nissan Rogue Hybrid. Now for more details, make sure to check out the channel to make sure when we cover the hybrid model. But just to give you an idea of what the hybrid consists of, is actually a smaller engine, a 2.0 liter engine compared to the regular 2.5 liter engine, coupled with the electric motor. Now what this is going to do is going to drastically improve the gas mileage on this vehicle. So you're not looking at 33 city, 35 highway compared to 27 city, 33 highway on the regular Nissan Rogue without the hybrid battery. So even though it is actually a smaller engine, the horsepower and torque stay relatively about the same when it comes to combining both electric power and gas power. So just because it's a hybrid doesn't mean it's going to be slow, and just because it's a smaller engine doesn't mean it's going to be slow. But we'll get into more details in a separate video. I just want to quickly point that out before we actually get started. Now from the outside, there are a few key differences that you're now looking at a premium model. So of course the Nissan Rogue SV is going to have rims, so we're not going to talk about that. Now one thing you're going to start to see from the outside is these little things under the side mirror. So now what that is now the Nissan Rogue Hybrid with the premium package is going to include an around view monitor, a really nice power panoramic moonroof, as well as a power motion liftgate in the rear. So all you have to do is press one button, as long as you have the key with you, and the trunk will open. Now all of this comes included with the premium package. There are a few key things that we're going to notice once we actually get onto the inside, but from the outside, that's more or less the giveaway that lets you know you're looking at a premium package. So if those features are something you might be interested in, then the Nissan Rogue Hybrid with the premium package would be a good option. Now one small thing to note in this 2017 model year is the addition of the kick to open. So with this one, you kick and then you step away, and the Nissan Rogue's trunk will open. So if you have your hands full, all you have to do is just come up to the Rogue and kick, step away, and it will open and close. It also has finger detection, so if it detects your finger, it will close. So you don't have to worry about it shutting on you. If it detects your finger or if it detects you underneath it, it's gonna pop right back open. Now as soon as we get inside of this Nissan Rogue, the biggest change to notice with the premium package is this nice 7-inch display right here. So now instead of just having a backup camera on the display here, we also now have a touchscreen navigation system with moving object detection. So we put in this vehicle into reverse, you'll see MOD. Now that's signifying if something is walking in a blind spot or just around there, it'll actually alert you so you don't actually hit into something. As well as there's a parked car behind you, the vehicle will also be able to tell you, hey, it'll beep at you, and the entire display will light up to let you know that there is an obstruction behind you. So now, as I was mentioning earlier, that nice around view monitor, as soon as you put it into reverse, you'll see the view of the rear view mirror, of the rear of the car, as well as side, front, and back profile. So it's a top-down view, give you a 360 view around the vehicle, just to make parking easier, reversing in general a lot easier, because you can see everything that is around you. Now, another one of those small little niceties included with this premium package is what we're looking at here. So all Rogues come with a D bottom steering wheel, so it actually gives it a really sporty look. But now the biggest changes here is, aside from it just being leather wrapped, which makes it feel a whole lot more premium than a standard Rogue would feel like, you also have a heated steering wheel. So you see this button here, you press it, it lights up. Now what that does, it's actually a quick heating steering wheel. So if it's really cold outside, you want something warm to hold on to, go ahead and press that button there, and it's going to warm up your steering wheel. And it's going to be really, really nice and toasty. It makes it a whole lot more premium environment to be in. It's really comfortable to hold, right? So overall, the premium package, it does exactly what it says it does. It makes it feel like a lot more premium vehicle to be inside of. Now, the 7-inch display, as we were talking about, you have, of course, XM radio, satellite traffic. Now, that does require a subscription, but you do get it for free for 3 months with Nissan. Now, a regular base model Rogue will have a backup camera, but now what you don't have anymore is this apps button on a regular base model Rogue. But now, optioning up to the SV and SL models with the navigation package, you see you actually have the return of the apps button, which helps you use apps with Nissan Connect, such as Facebook, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and a few other more apps that are working with Nissan. In the future, a couple more apps maybe become available as Nissan starts working towards that. But as for now, you do have those. It requires only a Bluetooth connection to be able to function, so you have to download the Nissan Connect apps on your phone and be able to get this to work. You also, of course, have navigation. Now, if you start to notice these screens as they're changing from the previous model years, for 2017, the infotainment, although it looks very similar, has gone through a few changes. It actually now resembles more what you would see like a Maxima. Very similar, but it's not exactly the same system. The Nissan Pathfinder for 2017 actually features a similar system like this. Now, this being the hybrid, you also have an energy flow meter to kind of let you know what is going on with your battery. So in this display, as it shows here, it shows that the engine is being used to power the battery. Now it is actually running solely on the battery. So it's really interesting to know as you start driving. You can also see that display here. So that is one of the changes here. You actually have an energy flow meter that'll let you know how things are flowing, whether you're charging the battery, or running on the battery, or running on the gas itself. It actually really goes in deep. And also you have this nice little EV mode right there letting you know. Now, the fact that it's here is a test to the premium package. So a regular SV will not have this option here. Now, moving away from the navigation screen for just a second, you're also going to notice Bose branded speakers there. So you have a overall 9-speaker entertainment system, which is actually more than a regular base model Rogue would be, to give you a whole lot more deeper bass, a lot richer sound. It really is a huge difference when we're talking about a Bose power system, audio system, versus a regular audio system in a Nissan Rogue. Now, the regular Nissan Rogue, it's going to sound great, but now opting out to the Bose audio system is a huge improvement over our regular Nissan Rogue. So just something to keep in mind there. Those are some of the features offered in the premium package. So if it feels like those features kind of fit what you're looking for, the premium package Rogue would be a good option. Now, again, going back to the navigation screen, now it does more than navigation. As I said, I already talked about app support through over here. You also have Sirius Xm Traffic, which gives you live traffic, reroutes you when you're driving to give you the best ride home if you have the XM subscription. But if you don't, feel free to use it for the first 3 months. It is free. Gives you movie listings, stocks if you have them saved, weather, fuel prices around you. So if you're looking for the cheapest gas stations around you, it'll show you that at the moment. You have a nice FM and AM, CD auxiliary, Bluetooth audio. So now it has a lot of the same features at the base model Rogue, plus more. Now, it is really nice to look at. Again, the video probably doesn't do it much justice, but in person, it's actually a really good display. You have the camera button now, which lets you see different views as you wish. Now, it also supports Siri hands-free if you have an iPhone connected. If you hold it, you will be able to activate Siri if there is a phone connected. On this one, we don't have it connected, so it's not going to work, but just something to keep in mind. Now, some of the rest of the features that you're seeing here, it's just standard on the basic Rogue SV, so we're not going to go into that. But just this premium package with the display right there is a huge upgrade over a regular Nissan Rogue. Now, that nice dual panoramic moonroof that I mentioned earlier is what we're taking a look at today. So now, as you see that, actually you can see it even from the back seat. So all 2 rows are going to be greeted to really nice moonlight in the night and sun in the day. Now, it's, again, like I said, it's power, so you can power open and close. Open it. It can also tilt and open if you decide you want it open. We're gonna take a quick look in the back seat just to try it out. Now, we're not gonna go into too much back space. We're gonna do that in a different video, but we're just gonna take a look at the moonroof really quick. Now, back here, as you can see, the moonroof really does come all the way to the back, so overall makes it a lot more premium environment seating it. Whether you're in the first row or in the second row, you always greeted to a really nice moonroof if you want it. If you don't want it, you can just close it for the back and leave it open in the front, or however you want to do it. Now, this has been your in-depth look at the 2017 Nissan Rogue SV with the premium package. For more in-depth look at the Nissan Rogue SV hybrid or any other model hybrid in general, make sure to check out the channel. We're gonna go trim by trim on Nissan Rogues and other Nissan models. Thank you for watching.